everyone, and welcome to the Twisted Stitcher podcast. Today is Saturday, November 15th, and this is episode number 6. Today's episode is going to be titled Brrrrrr. It has been so cold here in North Carolina. Oh my gosh, I think our high yesterday was like 31 degrees, and that's crazy for this time of year here. Usually we're still in the 40s and 50s, so it's been frigid. We've had lows down in the upper teens and low 20s. So, it's been cold. It's been a good excuse to break out all the hand knits. Today I'm wearing my Sable Scowl, which is by Emma Galati. This is knit in some Twist Fiber Studio hand-dyed yarn. So, how have you guys been doing? It's been a busy couple of weeks, right? I bet everybody's getting ready for the holidays, thinking towards Thanksgiving and Christmas. Everybody's starting to do some Christmas shopping, it looks like. I'm seeing all the Black Friday ads out, so I guess we all got to prepare for that madness at some point, right? So, let's jump right to it. Today, I have a couple of finished objects to show you. I finished my barley hat. This is a pattern by Tin Can Knits. It's a free pattern, and it's part of their Learn to Knit series. I love my barley hat. I finished it 4 or 5 days ago, and I think I've worn it every day since. It's so comfy, so cozy. It fits really, really well. I'll show you guys. So, barley hat. I really like the color. This was from some yarn that I bought at SAF from Euphoric U or Euphoric Fibers. I'm really loving this hat. I see myself knitting many more of them. I had some yarn left over, so I decided to go ahead and cast on some mitts. So I finished a pair of mitts also. These are the, they're the Easy Fingerless Mitts by Stacy Perry. They're a free Ravelry download. She even has a full video tutorial on YouTube if you have any problems with it, but it's a super simple pattern. So yay! Fingerless mitts. The only thing that I might change is I have little tiny hands. I might close up the thumb hole just a little bit more. It leaves just a little bit too much of my palm exposed. So that might be the only thing that I would change. But I'm really happy with these. They're so super warm. They're great for driving and just this cold, nasty winter weather we've had. They've been perfect. So yay, check those out. That again is the Easy Fingerless Mitts pattern by Stacy Perry. She's also Very Pink Knits. She has lots of wonderful YouTube tutorials, so make sure and check those out. I have had a little other knitting time. I got a little bit more done on my hitchhiker. This project has kind of slid to the back burner, unfortunately, but I was able to get together with some friends one night this week and do a little knitting. So I think I'm up to now 28 points. So it's still growing. Look, we can fit the whole thing in the screen still. Yay! So this again was out of Unwind Yarn Company Journey Sock in the Making Memories 2014 colorway. It was the special colorway from the Into the Wool retreat. And this again is the Hitchhiker. It's a Martina Bim pattern. Right now it's about $4 on Ravelry. And I really love this. My stepmom, Michelle's Fibers, suggested, well, if it's long enough, just go ahead and bind it off and be happy with it. No, I'm not going to do that. I am going to knit every last yard of this precious yarn. I still have quite a bit left, too, so I have a feeling this thing will be pretty big once I get done. It's moving slow, but that's okay. I'm still enjoying working on it. It's a good mindless knit. So, again, The Hitchhiker by Martina Bim. Other than the little bit of knitting that I've gotten done, I haven't really had much other crafting time for myself. I haven't done any spinning, but we do have our spinning guild meeting tomorrow. So hopefully I'll have a little bit more to show you next time for some spinning. So, I want to show you some new pattern awesomeness. There was a really cool new pattern that was launched recently. I don't know if you guys saw it. It is the Sweet Nectar Mitts by Tanis Lavali. Yeah, we'll go with that. So the Sweet Nectar Mitts. They're a pair of colorwork mitts, and they are absolutely stunning. I love these. I really want to try and do these at some point. So this is what they look like. Aren't they beautiful? And you may recognize the name Tanis. It's Tanis Fiber Arts. And see, she actually has kits available on her website, which includes the yarn and the pattern. I thought it was pretty affordable. It's $45, and that includes the colorwork yarn to do the outside of the mittens, and then they're lined in a cashmere blend yarn. So you're kind of getting two mitts in one project, more or less, with the lining. They're really neat. They're knit in DK weight yarn. And the pattern itself, it's in Canadian. Let's see. It's $5 Canadian, which is about $4.55 US right now. So make sure and go check that out. It's a really, really gorgeous pattern, and I hope to get to work on that at some point. So other than that, everything's been going really, really well. I've been super busy since the wrap-up of the Kickstarter. It's just been full steam ahead. I've stayed crazy busy. So the bags for the Perfect Pair sets, they are in full-on production. My seamstress buddy, my stepmom, Michelle's Fibers, she's helping me sew your bags, and I got to get up with her last week and get started on making the bags. I got her all trained up. We did a couple of practice bags, which hers turned out so cute. But she's plugging along. I'm plugging along. Hopefully we'll get done on those really soon. I also have ordered labels to go in the bags with the Twist Fiber Studio logo. So that way when you see one out in the wild, you know it's a Twist Fiber Studio bag. For the Kickstarter, the survey closed today, so everybody had the opportunity to choose their yarn and fiber options and give me some feedback on their color choices. So our yarn and fiber will be ordered early next week. So that will be really good. Once I get that in, I'll be able to get started dyeing everything. We've started work down in our basement on my studio. That's going really well. My boyfriend is actually a contractor, so he's able to do all the work himself. Luckily, once we get all the junk moved out right now, he'll be able to get the actual basement framed out and finished really quickly. We're so lucky to have our house. It's got a full unfinished basement. Half of it is his office and our garage, and then the other half we're going to turn half of that into my studio and then like a little den area. So that'll be really nice. I think it's going to be something like 15 by 22, something like that. So a pretty big space. I'm really excited to get down there and get to work and be able to kind of make it my own and make it functional for dyeing. I was fortunate enough to find a sink for my studio at a bargain. I got a really nice commercial triple bay sink with a drain board. I actually found it on eBay, so I had to drive about an hour to pick it up. But the price that I got on it, I really couldn't turn it down. So I'm so glad to have that. That's really going to expedite my dyeing process and make everything so much more efficient. My logo is complete, so I'm excited to show you guys that. Let's see. Let me find it here. I found a really great seller on Etsy to do my logo. She actually does like a full custom logo package very affordably, and I'm so happy with how it turned out. If you follow me on Instagram, you've kind of seen the progression of how it's gone. So let's see if I can get a good angle there for you. It's Twist Fiber Studio. There we go. That's pretty good. So I really like it. I think it's fresh and modern, but not too fussy, not too I don't know, not too plain and boring. I'm really happy with it. Jamie from Fresh Lavender Designs, that's who did my logo. She did a really good job. She was so easy to work with. Anytime I wanted a modification done, she got back to me in a really timely manner. She rocked. She was really awesome. So if you're needing logo or graphic design work, definitely reach out to Jamie at Fresh Lavender Design on Etsy and see what she can do for you. So I'm glad to have that, because now that means I could get started on mailing out some packages. I ordered some new packaging and shipping supplies. I got some really cool stuff I'm excited to show you. So, most of the time when you order yarn online, you get just a plain old white, kind of boring, a bag that your yarn comes in. Well, I found a seller that offers colored bags. So I ordered some awesome, fun, colored mailers. So anytime you see one of these super fun colors pop up in your mailbox, you're going to know it's some Twist Fiber Studio awesomeness. And then I also got bigger bags for your bigger projects, your bigger orders. And these colors. So I'm super excited about those. I also ordered some clear bags for packaging and have started packaging up some things. So here's some fiber. Let's see if we can get that. Let me try it from this angle. There we go. You can kind of see the logo and the description of what it is. So that's our Grape Escape colorway. And then here's another one. This is the Rose Garden colorway. So really great packaging for fiber and for yarn. And then I've started work on skein labels. So this is what it looks like. Let's see. There we go. And then you'll see on the back, trying to get it to focus. Let me try it from this side. I've been playing around with the lighting some because it gets darker so much earlier now. I'm having to record later in the evening, so it's dark outside and I don't have any ambient light coming from my window. So I've been using a light. And overall, it makes the videos much better, but it makes it a little bit harder to focus on things. So this is kind of what the skeins look like, all packaged up. So I'm really excited to be taking that next jump and getting some good branding going and kind of tying the packages together, making everything look complete. So everything's going really good. I've just been staying super busy, cutting fabric, sewing, working on the spreadsheet. You guys should see the spreadsheet of doom, as I call it. I think it's 13 pages of spreadsheet with everybody's yarn and fiber choices and color preferences. So it's been busy, but it's going really good. School is also going really well. I've got about a month left in fall classes, so we'll be wrapping up sooner than I can imagine, which is good because I need a little break. Luckily, I get about a month off between fall classes and spring classes. So I'm really looking forward to that time away from classes so that I can focus solely on getting all the Kickstarter rewards fulfilled. So that'll be really, really nice. I go on Monday to register for spring classes, and I actually was just looking today at the course selections and course calendars. I had looked a couple weeks ago and had it all planned out. I was going to do 4 classes in the spring. I get to graduate in May, and then I'll have 2 classes left that I have to do over the summer. It's really nice to let me go ahead and graduate in May with still having those 2 classes left instead of having to wait until next year, until 2016. So I had a perfect plan with my 4 classes picked out. It was perfect. And then I looked today at the class offerings, and everything had changed. The class offerings that were there about a week ago were now cut in half. So, say for instance, one class that I need to take, there were 6 times that it was available to take. Now there's 3. One class that I have to take to graduate, there was only 1 time before, and now there's no times that it's offered. So I've got to talk with my advisor on Monday and see what my options are for that. It may be that I have to do independent study or something, something along those lines. But I'm dead set on graduating in May. I will not wait past May. So you guys cross your fingers for me that they can work something out. It's frustrating. Just one more thing to worry about these days. I did have some really good and really awesome fun things happen over the last couple weeks. I'll call this segment Friendship is Awesome, because friendship is really awesome. The first thing is my buddy Caffeinated Gert, Daniela of the Caffeinated Knitting Podcast. She surprised me with her awesome pattern collection. Thank you, Daniela. I can't wait to get started on it. I love the Inverness Diamonds cowl. in the bulky yarn. I really, 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 really want to cast that on. I've just got to stalk some updates and find some yarn that is perfect for it. The other friendship is awesome came from my friend Dana, who is the proprietress of Unwind Yarn Company. She recently was a vendor at Fiber in the Burrow in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I really wanted to go, but it was like 5 hours away, and I just couldn't swing it for a one-day show. So maybe one year I'll get to go. I'll have to make it a weekend trip. But everybody that went sounded like they had a super good time. There were some really good vendors. It would have been a killer show to go to. So yay for everybody that got to go. While she was at the show, she got to sneak away from her booth for a few minutes and found the perfect surprise for me. I got it in the mail late yesterday, and I could not shake the smile off my face all evening. So she found for me this awesome key fob wristlet, and do you guys see what it says? It says Twisted Stitcher. How cool is that? So I can't wait to put my keys on this and put it to use. I love things like this because I don't always carry a purse, and this is awesome just to be able to put your keys on it and slip it over your wrist and just tote your keys right along. So thank you, Dana. That really, really, really made my day. Thank you so much for thinking about me and sending it my way. So yes, friendship is awesome. Anytime that you see something that you know a friend would adore, pick it up. Send them their way. It's amazing the little things that can really, really, really brighten someone's day. Seems like we all go through struggles every day, and sometimes we just need that little pick-me-up. So friendship is awesome. Go out there and do some random acts of kindness and spread the love. Speaking of spreading the love, I know last time we talked about possibly doing a Christmas swap. Well, I think it's a little too late to kind of orchestrate an entire Christmas swap. So what I was thinking is let's swap Christmas cards. That way it's kind of within everybody's budget, and everybody loves getting a cool Christmas card in the mail, right? I actually have already seen some awesome Knitterly Christmas cards. So I'll be going to pick up mine really soon. They're really, really cool. I'm excited to send them out to people. So if you want to participate, here's what I'm thinking, and I'm open to suggestions on this. To keep our addresses out of like the public Ravelry space, I'm thinking if you'll PM me your address by December 1st, what I'll do is I'll compile a list of everyone's addresses and then send it out to everyone that replied via PM by December 5th. So that way you still have plenty of time to get your Christmas cards out. But I just thought it would be something really, really fun. And that way, too, you're not having to worry about scrounging together money for yet another gift for the holidays. So I'll open up a thread in the Twisted Stitcher podcast group on Ravelry where we can kind of chit-chat about it. And I hope you guys will participate. I think it'll be lots and lots of fun. So if you want to do it, just PM me your address, and we'll start swapping cards here come early December. We do still have the contest going for the Twist Fiber Studio Madison worsted weight yarn in the amethyst colorway. This contest is open until November 30th. All you have to do to be entered to win is tell me your favorite, this tongue twister, it gets me every time, your favorite fibery memory. So anything knitting related, fiber related, maybe it was your first festival, your first retreat, when somebody taught you to knit, or the very first skein of hand spun you ever spun. Tell me about your favorite fibery memory. Everybody's been sharing some really, really awesome stories there in the thread. So hop on over. There's a contest thread in the group, and you can be entered to win this loveliness. This one's a hard one to part with because these are my favorite colors. So that contest is going to be open until November 30th. The contest thread will be locked at 10 p.m. Eastern, and our usual contest rules apply. You need to be a member of the group in order to win. Only one entry per person, please. And it's a no chatter thread. And I think that's it. So make sure and go in there and get your entries in. The group is growing by leaps and bounds. Last I checked, we're right at 80 members. So make sure and tell your friends. Hop on into the Tell Me About Yourself thread, and I'll start just a general chatter thread too, so we can kind of talk about our projects and what we're working on, and just kind of how life is going. I think you guys are an awesome group of people, and I'd love to get to know you all better. So definitely hop into the group and invite your friends along. If you don't follow me on Instagram already, you definitely should. I am also Carolina Spinner on Instagram. I share lots of fun pictures on Instagram, yarny things. I share lots of pictures of my dogs and things going on here in the mountains of North Carolina. So go and find me on Instagram. I'd love to be your friend. So, I think that about wraps everything up for this episode. If you want to find me on Ravelry, I am Carolina Spinner. We have a group on Ravelry. It's the Twisted Stitcher podcast group. Go and make sure and join the group. If you want to email me, you can do that at twistedstitcherpodcast@gmail.com. You can find the podcast at twistedstitcherpodcast.wordpress.com, or you can also find it on YouTube at youtube.com/twistedstitcher1. So thanks everybody again for joining for another episode. I can't wait to see you all again on December 1st, and I hope you have a really great couple of weeks. I hope that all of your holiday plans are going well. I hope everyone has a really, really nice Thanksgiving and gets to spend time with family and friends. I know I've got family I've got grandparents up from Florida. My brother and sister-in-law are coming in from Mississippi with their 4 kids. So I'm so excited to get to see my nieces and nephews. So make sure and really cherish your time with your family this holiday season. I think that's about it. So I hope everyone has a great couple weeks and that all your knitting is awesome. I hope that nobody drops any stitches, because that's no fun when that happens. I did that this week. It was no fun. So I guess I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. Thanks again for watching. Bye.